Hey, welcome to Spice Prospecting Shop. Today we're going to be talking about water tables. And if you don't know what they are, well, stick around and I'll show you all about the one I designed. Hang out. Okay, as we dive into the education about a water table, you have to understand that a water table is a slick plate with a sticky surface that catches gold. That's basically all it is. So I designed this one and I made it a little different than all the rest of them that are on the market, and I've done a couple of extra things to it that I think make it a little bit different. What I've done first on this water table is I wanted to mount it in a way that was simple and easy and something everybody had. So why not a black plastic panning tub? And let's just put 4 bolts on the corners. And we'll set the water table right on top of it. And that'll be the way it'll sit up. There you go, right there. See? There's your water table. Now, look at this. Your water's going to come in right here. Well, right here on this inlet, the water will be coming in. Going in up into here, and there's filter material in here that filters this water and flattens it. And makes it come out nice and flat right here under this bevel. And as it goes down this table, it's going to go this way. We're going to put material on, run it in a few minutes and show you what it's doing. But right now I want to just explain it. So as it's going down the table, the gold will stick, but everything else pretty much goes away. So we take that gold and we use this little brush. And we sweep that gold and we put it into that little hole right there. You see that hole? Well, if you just sweep it in the hole, we'll lose it all back in the tub. So we got to do something about that. So what I done is I came up with, set this down for a second. I came up with this. Now this is just your normal old sucker bottle that everybody uses. And I make these adapters in my 3D printer, and I designed them in Fusion 360, and they go right on that bottle just like that, and that's the way we get our gold in. Now why do you say, well, how are you getting the gold in it? Well, I showed you right here. See this one right here? So we're just going to put our little catch bottle right on the bottom so we can catch our gold right there. Now we also have a deep drop off and riffle right here that goes down, and it's inverted riffle, so it's backwards and then up. So for gold to go in here, it has to come backwards and up. Physics won't allow that, guys. Then your water, as it's coming down, you're going to get water here and here, and you judge your evenness of your flow by how it goes through this slot right here. So let me set her back on, just as simple as this. I've got it adjusted pretty close right now. If I can find the screws, there we go. Now I'm going to set it right like that, and then we take an angle meter like this and we try to get it to 0 degrees on the top and 0 degrees at the bottom. Okay, and then this angle right here, we're going to adjust that as we work. I mean, we just do it with these little thumb screws under here, just adjust them a little bit. So let's put some water through it and make it do the paces. Stick with me. Okay, when it's time to set up your pump, just a simple 110 volt aquarium pump, 190 gallons. We're going to just drop it in the water right here. We're going to bring it right over here, and I think the water outlet's on this side on this table, if I remember right. Yes, sir. And we're going to hook it up right here. Well, I should have probably done this while I had it up in the air, shouldn't I, guys? Been a little smarter. I guess y'all probably want to see what that looks like, don't you? Well, here, let me just show you. See, there's your hose going right in, feeding the water into the sluice. And we're going to put it right back on those little bolts again. We keep chasing for it, can't find. There we go. Settle down, make sure it's flat. Got the hole filled in. The pump's right over here. Now I got the cord. I got the cord for the pump. I'm going to reach over here and plug it in because it's off camera, guys. Now let's let a little water percolate down this board. If you see that right there? There's no water there. You know why? Because the water for there is going in that hole, in that bucket, in that little bottle. So watch this. When it fills up, watch what happens. Whoa! Check it out. The bottle's full of water now. So we had the bottle full of water. We got a little bit hot right there. We're going to turn that water down just a little bit here. We got a little adjustment here we can do. Now these pumps come with a fine little adjustment on them. So what you want to do is you want to take this water down. Watch this. You see it? I'm going to turn it down. When I find the right direction, I'm going to turn it down. There we go. And look at that water there. See how flat that is? Man, that water's cold. Woo-hoo, that's cold. Now, I looked right here to kind of see evenly so I'm going to flow and get a good and even flow all the way down the table. And I'm looking for level. And right now I'm seeing I get more water over here than there, so I must be off a little bit. So we're going to adjust this side down and bring the water to this side of the table. There we go. Start to bring a little more over. Alright, now, I'm going to bring y'all in for a close-up in a minute with the other camera, but we got pretty much even flow from here down there. We're going right by that little bowl right there. So, I think we got a little bit too much angle now that we've been playing with it. So, we're going to work on that a little bit. Now, what I've got here is some super, super heavy black sand that I was told by the guy that gave it to me, there is nothing in it. He told me, he gave me 2/3 of a 5-gallon bucket you could barely pick up. And he says there's no gold in it. So if there's any gold in this, we can thank Justin for it, okay? Now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to sprinkle it right here out of this bottle because I got it in here. I probably should wet it. Let me wet it. Never put dry dirt on a water table or any kind of equipment because what's going to happen is it's going to float, okay? So we got her all wetted up right here. Let's see if there's anything in this stuff. I just want to see, okay? Because he told me there wasn't anything in it. He tells me there's no gold in it. So let's just see what's in this bottle. Oh, there's a piece. Nope, that ain't a piece of gold. That's dirt. Okay, let's let her run a little bit. Let's see what's in here. Y'all see that black sand migrating down the table? I'm hoping y'all can see that on camera there. Now we're going to do a little tune. We're going to do a little tune up here. Watch this. We're going to take her up just a little bit. Okay, y'all see these little black sands right here moving down through here like this? I'm going to pull them all back up. Just let them run back down again. Let's see if there's anything in there. Okay, watch out. See? You see that? There's a little bitty piece of gold right there. I don't know if y'all can see that or not. There's two. I'll bring them right over there. See right here? He thought he got all the gold out of this stuff. It's still got gold in it, guys. We're going to run it all and get it all out. So, hey, I'm going to run this, and when I get done with that, we're going to show you another test. We'll show you. Let me just show you something. Okay, you see this black sand rolling off this table? Now, I'm going to take you a little drab of this and just one little dib right over here. Ready? Okay. What we're trying to show, guys, right here is you see this little bit of black sand right here just moving around and washing and going down the holes and headed down the board. There's a little piece of gold right there, maybe. There's some real fine gold in this stuff that I got from Justin. But if you look right here, you see these? These are stuck to this like fly paper. You see them? They're just stuck like flypaper. They really are. Now watch this. I'm going to take the brush and bring them over here and put them in that hole. Take these and put them in that hole. And they're not going anywhere. They're staying right there while I work with them. And you got to get your water flow nice and flat. You see when I put the brush in how it makes an eddy? See the eddy I'm making with my brush? Okay, let's see whether we got anything right here. We don't see anything right off the bat in this right here. I don't see anything, so I'm going to kind of clean the screen right quick over like this. Just kind of get this clean. I want to show y'all something here. We got the same flow on both sides of this table. What we're going to do is we're going to take a dab of, well, first we just take a little bit of gold. Okay, we're going to sprinkle just a little bit of gold, right? Okay. Now, you've seen when I sprinkled the gold out where it done, it just stuck, right? You see it just stuck to the paper. Now, we're going to bring out some really heavy black sand and put a little of that over here. Now watch. Black sand. See this? If there's any gold in that black sand, we can pull it out. We'll pull it up here and do it like this and let it wash. Okay, you see it? I think that's a little dirt clod. Again, it's looking awful shiny, so I'm bringing it out of there to look at closer. I don't know, I'll lay that there and look at it a little bit. But dude, watch this, guys. You see this stuff moving? See it moving right here? Now, show you something. See this little bitty speck of gold right there? Bring it over here. Shove it in there. Okay, see it? It's right there. Watch what's happening to it. You watching there? Watch this. Watch it. Watch it. Is everything running away? Leaving it? We're going to bring him right over there and put him in there. Now, that stuff went away. These stayed right here. So I got one right there and two right there. Look at this. Okay, y'all see that? One more time, watch this. Put some black dirt on there, black sand. Straight out of the bottle black sand. Was it dirty? We don't know. Did it have any gold in it? Well, we'll find out real quick, won't we? Now, if there was any gold in there, it would have been right here stuck so you could see it, because, you know, every time we put a piece of gold in there to show you, watch. Check it out. Black sand's moving and going away, right? See the black sand moving and going away? Think you might have lost something? Pull it back and look at it again. See? Now this stuff right here, watch. I'm gonna put it in a little pile. I ain't scared to move it around. It ain't going nowhere. It's stuck. It sticks like fly paper, folks. You just take it over here like this and put it in that hole when you get it there. You need to clean it up, put it in the hole. And clean your screen, pull it back, look at everything, make sure nothing's getting gone. That's the way you do it. Separate it out like that, guys. That's the way you work. Idea, and I hope that close-up footage I showed you a little bit more how the exchange and the changeover works here with this thing cleaning out and dropping this stuff down. Now, if anything gets away from you in a hurry, you know, and whatever, it's going to go right there and stop. It's not going to go any further. Because I had one of them big chunkers that come out on me a second ago when I was messing around. And it was so big it shouldn't have been on the water table to begin with, but see that right there? That's a little bit too big for a water table because it's got too much surface area for the water to grab it. And then when it does, it's going to take it down to there. You've seen that, right? So what we do, we don't run one that size. We probably don't want to classify material down a little smaller before we run it through the water table. So now we're going to go down here to this last catch result I got down here. And we're going to flip this dirt back up on this screen like this right here. Yep, I know you say, well, why you put it back up there? Well, I want to see if there's anything in it. Did we lose anything? Well, you don't know unless you got a way to check. If you're just running off the end of it and you got no way to look at it, how do you know if you're catching it or not? How do you know if you're catching the goal? If you're not double checking yourself every time you run. There's a piece right there I just pulled up. I see it. So you can run her hot because you got an extra catch down here to make sure nothing gets away. Now you see that little bit, there's a little speck right there, and I'm going to pull some of this dirt away so it can start moving. Because you can see them, I mean, on this, you can see them so good, they jump out. I mean, they just jump out at you. What we're going to do, we're going to move a little more of this around. Watch this. Look at that. Just going back through, checking things. This is that winter mining stuff right here, guys. Pull that right in there, put it in that hole. You got her. You got it all. Look at that right there, see it? In the bottle. Now, I got my sucker bottle here, and it's clean, but it's not perfectly clean. I mean, it's really clean, but it's not perfect. But I want to get it even cleaner. So what am I going to do? I'm going to be crazy and put it back on the table like this right here. Okay, now, the bottle's empty. We've been putting clean gold in that other bottle, so why don't we just take this right here and clean it a little bit more. See if we can get all the little black sand away from it. I'm gonna show you another trick. Feeding it fast, like I was doing, and you want to make sure you didn't lose anything. You can take this little brush, and you can take this little sucker bottle, and you can go right down here to this bottom right here. Watch. You see those I threw there a few minutes ago? They're still laying there waiting to be pushed in that hole. Now, right here is everything that slid off of that table. And if I want to recheck it, all I do is suck it up in this bottle. And scatter it back across this table a little bit and see if there's any gold in it. Okay, there's your rerun. Now, I can tell you right there, there's a couple pieces. There's one right there. So I'm going to pull this up and give it a good... I know, that's probably the quietest you've ever seen me, but I was just trying to get that last little bit out of there. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to reach under here and get the bottle that we've been catching all this under. So y'all just watch out here. We're going to start the bottle to drop. Now, the good thing is, you get this here bottle, you get your gold in it. Ooh, clean this straw out. I don't want to get that dirt in my gold. But you put this here on it like this, and you know, you get it like that, and you, oh shit, I dropped it. But you know, the beauty of that is, it ain't a glass bottle, and it ain't broke. And if you get gold much cleaner than that, you've really done something, folks. So I'm going to bring it in close to the camera and show you a little bit closer, but that is clean. Gracious goodness, that's clean. Let's unplug this thing. I'm going to bring it around and show it to you real close here. Okay, I'm going to sneak in on the camera here. Y'all check this out. Look at that. I hope y'all getting a good picture of that. This gold right across the bottom right here is so clean. There's hardly any, I mean, there's nothing, you know, it's just clean. I mean, so that's what we're after when we do when we go to clean up. You want your machine to do that. Now these, y'all seen me clean that up. You seen me take it, dump it on the table, and re-clean it to make sure all the black sand was out. So it's a pretty foolproof process. I ain't getting rich, not at that rate anyway, but pretty darn clean gold, folks. And some pretty darn clean gold, and just took a little time with a spiked water table. There you go. That easy to knock her out. Hey, if you hung around to the end and you got to see me take that dirt and take it all down and get it down to this real pretty clean gold, hey, put a like on that thing and subscribe if you get a chance to. I'd really love some more subscribers. And hey, I'm going to start a contest here, and the only way you're going to win in that contest is you got to be a subscriber. And we're going to give away some good stuff. We're giving away some of these, some gold rams, some Tubby concentrators. We're going to give away like 5 prizes. So hey, big subscription bait draw coming. That's what I'm working on, to get me some subscribers, and so I'm gonna give away some stuff to get them. Best way I knew to do it. I got the stuff I'm making. It's all my ideas, so let's share them with everybody. Y'all be good. We'll see you next time in the Spike's Prospecting Shop. Hey, thanks for coming by. And you know what to do. It's a little wet right now, but I'm gonna let it dry and dust it off. Be good.